Hello everybody, welcome to another episode of the Invasion Devlog. So, I'm talking before this time lapse, and the fact is I'm actually going to be using OBS's features over there on that monitor. I mean, when I point here, OBS is then pointing to my TV over here. Yeah, but just basically imagine there's that Packard Bell monitor I showed before on a previous Invasion thing that has OBS open on it. Now I've got the this in the corner. I don't know what side it is for you. It's whatever side it's in. I know it's there because I can see it in that corner over there. But yeah, that's the screen. So you can see the mouse, you can see me selecting things. Don't worry. I'm supposed to be looking at the camera. Don't worry. It's not going to stay like this forever because I can alternate between this camera and the screen in the corner, in that corner, and all that sort of stuff. I've got a red border around the webcam now because I thought that'd be a nice different thing to do. Forgot to do that around the screen though for the devlog. Kind of a bit of a stupid move there. Yeah. Anyway, so while I'm doing this, I'm going to be reformatting. Yep, you can see that. I'm going to be reformatting these computers. They're kind of shit. They've got 1 GB of RAM and they have an Atom processor. They're old science laptops from a school. And I'm going to be reformatting them to work with Windows 10 because they're on Windows XP. So far, I've done 1 out of the 5 I've got. This is the second one I'm doing. It's still starting up. Cortana hasn't talked yet, which is good. It's good. It's still on the loading screen. Now, I'm not sure if that's a problem. There could be a fact that some reason stuff went wrong, but I don't think so. I'm just kind of just pulling my non-existent beard right here. It's not actually picked up on camera, which is really weird. It picks up my mustache, doesn't pick up the beard. I mean, the mustache isn't that good, really. It's kind of a bit shit, but it's fine. Also, I'm going to try and cut down on the swearing a bit, especially what happened in my last Doom video, because I punched the mic there. That was a bit of an overload. My mum kind of pointed it out, and I just kind of was like, yeah, that's how I talk to my friends. No. If I talk that much to my friend, if I talk like that to my friends and sweat that much, they'd probably think I had Tourette's and probably leave. And I don't. At least I don't think I do. Because if that was the case, I'd swear in front of everyone, which I don't. So yeah. Anyway, so obviously within this episode, I don't know if you can see that. I'm trying to align it with the webcam. I have to finish this off. So far, all we've done is this room, which is here. This one right here. It's right at the top. So you can see it's there, and then obviously you got the room above it. Looks very similar. Obviously, what we're going to do is basically try and finish off all the parts we've done already. So we'll do this room next, and then this room, and then this room. And hopefully, I can finish this entire map by the end of this week, and maybe even today, but doubt it. So, obviously, by the end of this week, it basically means today, which is Saturday, which is actually Sunday when the video comes out, and it's Sunday tomorrow, where I will do more. Hopefully, should have more time tomorrow because I shouldn't get sent out places like today. And yeah, when I've done both of those, Monday again, I'll go back to doing the Doom stuff as well as this. Although the fact is I'm trying to wake up early, but every time I set my alarm to like 6 o'clock, I'd wake up, walk over to this desk, switch off that alarm, and then just walk back to my bed and lie down. Shows you how lazy I am. But yeah, I've got to try and stop doing that, so I set the alarm to 7 instead, and I should wake up fine, because 7 is not a ridiculous time, and I've got to try and get used to waking up early again anyway, because I'm going back to college soon, which also means that most likely the Doom series will have to stop, and I will probably be concentrating on this more rather than the Doom series, because obviously playing games isn't really as important to me as trying to get this game done. And obviously at the moment I'm still stuck in the planning stage. It's been... How long ago was the last episode uploaded? I can check on the internet. Oh, you can see the music I'm going to be listening to when I start this. Let's just go to uploads and then I can search for it. Oh. Okay. You can see I've searched up Internal 42 Doom before. That's because I used to check over my videos on YouTube. Don't anymore. I just watch it over after it's done its thing. I look really weird in that picture right there. You probably can't see it that well, but trust me. Did my sister rename her channel to Cybergirl? I think she did. Okay. That's a bit weird. Right, so we need to look for the first episode 3 weeks ago. So that's not too bad. Now there is the fact you can see this kind of pattern going on here, where it's first episode, second episode, third episode, fourth episode, and then all of a sudden just a load of Doom episodes. And then we've got Invasion again, and we've got Doom and Invasion. These two uploaded the same day. This one, not, because of the fact I kind of didn't wake up early enough to record. So, yeah. Now, I actually liked the whole drawing section. So, this drawing thing, I've got more of this paper, and if I can, I'll try and get some more. I believe I've got some more in here. Not that one. You can hear all the paper. Yeah, we've got another sheet here. Obviously, these are double-sided, so I've got loads of room for maps, but obviously the amount of maps I'm going to have is just phenomenal. And every time we complete a map, I'm going to add it to the wall behind me, as well as a picture of the map in this form. Oh, that was a fail. Zoomed out like this. Let's just turn off the grid. Oh, you can't. How do I swear there's a way to turn off the grid. Oh, wait a minute. Dynamic grid sizes. Does that mean... Oh, this is so much better. Why didn't I have this in the first place? But I've got to try and figure out a way to be able to see the entire map and then put it on the wall behind me. Not sure how I'm going to do it though. Might have to do it in Doom and then fly up into the air maybe? I'm not sure. I keep checking over at that screen for some reason. I'm actually wondering, can you hear the whirring of this computer? Because this computer is quite noisy. Anyway, so before I get too carried away with talking, we are going to get into the video, and it's going to be a nice time lapse. Now, I'm not sure, should I have my webcam in the corner? Maybe I should. Maybe I should have the webcam in the corner. Let's see, we'll just switch this around. And you can see there's no webcam at the moment. There we go, the webcam's in the corner. So I believe I can actually edit things on the fly, maybe, while I'm recording, which will actually be pretty cool. So if I add a new image, browse, and then we need to get my channel banner, because this is what I use for the background, by the way. Then we're gonna bring this down to the background, and then we'll put it up here, drag this down in there, go back to the Doom Builder screen. Oh no. Oh no, I failed. Right, you need to bring this back down here, Doom Builder. There we go. So obviously you can see me rescaling it. There we go. Think that's good. Oh wait. Oh no, don't do that. Right, there we go. There's the screen. That's how it's gonna look. I think this actually looks pretty good, to be honest. I think I should do this from now on. Anyway, let's go on with the time lapse. Now.
To stay, but our connection was reset. I'm left with a blank screen. I'm pressing escape. I do my best to stay on track, though I keep on drifting. How could we start again? Running from our innocence, shifting from end to end, spinning on our false pretend. Who will you call a friend when you fall away from them? And you should be consequent, systematic, ignorant. And what can we say? I try to hold on to memories, but they're vaporizing. I'm lost in the fray. Try to hear me call your name, but the noise is hypnotizing.
I love it to the bone.
So, I just had my webcam muted, didn't realise it, so basically everything I just said means nothing. Basically, what I said is, this is the end of the episode, as it's getting late, I want to go to bed. Obviously I've got to render this video together. I'll probably put it together and then render it and just kind of make sure it renders overnight and then wake up, upload it, that sort of thing. Because I need to go to bed now, otherwise I'm not going to be able to wake up in the morning properly. Obviously there's one YouTube video I have to watch as well, just one. There's no others I need to watch because I don't really watch anyone else who's appeared on here. Nick and Isaac I have to watch because there's like tons of videos, well, 4 more videos and stuff like that. Like just loads of channels I don't watch anymore that I still get notifications from. So let's go back on OBS so I can see what I'm doing. Anyway, so another thing, next episode we are going to get the room here done, which is let's just put it up to the camera. That's the bathroom right there. It's not really visible what I writ because this camera's shit. Then obviously there's this kind of corridor going off here, right there. This is the basic pathway towards the exit, which is here. This is the exit, that's the end room, it's the ventilation system. Basically, the whole concept of this is the elevator's fallen down, you just wanted to get to the ground floor. Instead, you got to the basement layer, which, because of the elevator falling down. So, basically, you have to try and find your way to get back through here, back up to the ground floor, which then you have to make your way, obviously you're in the lobby, but then the fact is you can't get out through the lobby because the main tunnel connecting the hotel to the next area, which kind of leads towards the mine entrance where you fight the first boss in the room where the mine entrance is. The mine entrance is like this giant gaping hole in like this big large metal room, stuff like that. But I'm just going to say this, I came up with this idea that I want to add some sort of more movement to the game, more flow. The start of the game isn't really going to have as much movement as you will as you get further along, because obviously when you start getting explosive weapons, when you start getting weapons that when you hit something, say for example there's one weapon I want to make which is kind of a reference towards the gravity hammer from Halo, as in the first 3 games, unless it's actually, I think the gravity hammer's only in Halo 3. But yeah, it's basically a reference to the gravity hammer, and it's called the Grava Hammer, which does sound very similar. If you can think of a better name, feel free to tell me what the better name would be, because basically it just is it's not really a gravity hammer. Same as the fact the gravity hammer from Halo isn't really a gravity hammer, but this one works a lot differently. It looks a lot different. It's rather than the whole kind of thing that Halo goes for, it's more of a man-made look with the fact it looks like a giant, just mechanical sledgehammer rather than some weird alien thing you're holding. And the whole point is it generally like creates a shockwave that, like, you hit an enemy with it, launches the enemy into a wall, they explode against the wall. There's also one way you can jump with it, by jumping and then hitting the attack button, which will cause the player to smash the gravity hammer on the floor below them and pretty much stand on it like a pogo stick, which will launch them into the air and allow them to do other stuff. Same with rocket jumping, grenade jumping, stuff like that. So many cool things I want to do just to make momentum just a main thing within the game. Being able to get up and down platforms with ease, stuff like that. So, yeah. Now, obviously, with this, I want to add secrets, things that you can unlock throughout the game by doing mini challenges, stuff like that. But those challenges are implemented into the map already, so which are kind of like mini battle arenas, stuff like that. So then within this level, there's 2 mini battle arenas. One is this. Let me try and point to it. It's there. It's this giant room right here. You can tell it's a battle arena because it's a giant room. Same as, wrong side, this one right here. So, this one here, this is a train station. It's going to have platforms along the sides, up in the air, stuff like that you can get to by climbing. Because obviously, you don't have any of those explosive weapons at the start. You're not really going to be able to get anywhere within that area. Now, when you get into the mines, that's when you start getting all the explosive weapons that give you verticality and stuff like that, and the levels will start getting larger and more like just mind-blowing and all that sort of stuff. I just want things like the better weapons you get, the more vertical weapons are. When you enter an arena, it's not just like a simple box. It'll be like some massive tall thing that you're just like, oh my god, when you just look up it and you're just bouncing all the way up, stuff like that. And I want to try and make the jumping system I want to make it a lot better than Team Fortress 2's jumping system with that sort of stuff, because I want it to be a lot easier for people to just shoot a rocket and just go pff, like that. I don't want it to be they have to have some sort of momentum, jump at the perfect time. I want it to just be fire a rocket behind you, launch up into the air. Obviously, you have to fire by your feet at the ground behind you, that sort of thing. And then you can just bounce along, like all that sort of stuff. That's what I want to do. I don't want to just mess around with some complicated movement system so that no one can have fun bouncing around feeling like a pro. That is the goal of the game, making you feel like a badass rocket jumping everywhere. Now, obviously, with the other bit, this area, that is a reservoir. It's a water reservoir where you get your water from. The pipe kind of just puts fresh water in from water they've cleaned, water that's been sent over from Earth and the many other places that they've colonized, because obviously this planet they live on doesn't have water. They make water themselves through chemical combinations where they combine, obviously, atoms, collide them, make water. Obviously, systems are far more advanced in the future, so they can literally just go ahead and just go poof, and they have like a stream of water. So they can have endless supplies of water as long as they have hydrogen and oxygen. Oxygen they get from plants. Hydrogen they get from generally just anything you can get from the atmosphere, stuff like that, because the atmosphere within this planet is kind of just hydrogen, carbon dioxide, stuff like that. They could split the carbon dioxide into oxygen, but that just adds another process, and they don't really need to do that, to be honest, because they already have an excess amount of oxygen, because every single building area within the base kind of area produces its own oxygen through its own ventilation system, which is the end goal to get to within this engineering platform. Obviously, it's not as easy for them to do it with the hotel, because the hotel one, it's a massive building. It's a lot bigger than all the other kind of buildings and stuff like that. And it is the start building, but you miss out like half of the levels and stuff like that. So, yeah. Now, the thing with the water reservoir is that it'll be kind of, you have to try and not fall into the water, because it's kind of just going to impede on your movement. So you've obviously got all the areas around. There'll be like an area above where you can climb over, all that sort of stuff. I want to make sure movement is a thing that's easy within every single mini battle arena. Same as the whole fact is that they're not really that far off track of the actual level itself. You can walk along like this corridor here. This is the corridor you're supposed to walk along right here, and it's right above the reservoir, and then you kind of go up along this way, up here, around here. Oh, I'm moving it the wrong way. And then you go down here, and obviously you've got the train station right there. So it's all connected together. You can get to them easily. So it's just a matter of fact, if you want to fight those battle arenas to unlock you some new weapons, well, not unlock you, to gather new weapons for your loadouts, all that sort of stuff. Obviously, I say loadouts, it's not really loadout, it's your inventory, and then you're just like, what's my favorite weapon out, or 8 weapons out of everything in my inventory? I'll have this one, this one, this one, stuff like that. You can do loads of cool things. You can have an entire inventory of things that just provide you with movement. So you can have like a rocket launcher and a grenade launcher, some sort of melee weapon that launches you, like the grava hammer, or whatever someone gives a name for, stuff like that. It'd be hopefully pretty cool. And to be honest, if I have fun playing it, then I'm sure loads of other people will be able to have fun playing it, because I have a very, very specific level of excitement something has to be in. And if it's not around that, I'm not really going to play it. It's why I don't tend to like MMOs, most multiplayer things, because it's not really excitement. It just pisses me off massively. Really, a lot it does. It's like, I like Doom, but obviously I don't really want to play multiplayer that much. Not because it's like bad, because obviously Doom multiplayer is not bad. It's just, multiplayer is not my thing. I can get really mad at it really easily. Although, if there were, like, Crackdown 3, the multiplayer in that, I really want to play that because I get to destroy buildings in it, and I would have so much fun doing that. I wouldn't care how much I die or get killed by people. Destroying buildings is the one thing I would love to do. It's just like, you're just like blowing things up around you, and then, it'd be a beautiful thing. And that's kind of the thing I want to do with this. I want you to be able to destroy walls and like basically get through areas really easily, pretty much. Like, obviously certain areas not as easy, because the walls on these buildings are a lot more flimsy than the ceiling. And obviously if you try and get through this blocked area, it's not really going to work, because the ceiling's the thing that's caved in. So you kind of get the point. You're not really going to be able to bust through the ceiling, this area, and just walk through. And even then you can't at the start, because you have nothing to bust through with. Like, this first level, you can't bust through anything because you have nothing to bust through anything with. So, I kind of just counteracted myself there. But anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed this. Just remember, next time we'll be working on the bathroom and the food storage area, so we can carry on with the whole movement thing. And hopefully, when we finish this level, we can start planning out where things are going to go within the level, so we can put things like health packs and... Actually, no. I don't think I should do that at all until I finish every single level. When I've finished every level plan, I will go through them and plan where certain things will go. That, or I'll do that off camera and then show you what I've done. Actually, that might be a good idea. Do it off camera. I can plan off camera, then you guys won't have to deal with that stuff. Yeah. Anyway, thank you guys for watching, and goodbye.